Hi everyone. So before I delete some files off of my computer, I thought I would go over what I was working on today. Forgive me, I'm like really sick. But that's beside the point. Um so let's talk about this. So my friend Cody from TF2, he's my teammate, Gumby darn it. Um he was mentioning how his girlfriend was starting a gaming channel, and I thought that was really cool, and I was like, I would love to be a part of like anything that you and her work on or whatever in some small way. And he's like, oh yeah, 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 and we were just chilling and talking, and he mentioned, yeah, I had a friend who was gonna do the intro, but he wasn't able to really show, right? He just okay. So and I said, hey, um, I I would be really. He's thanking me right now, and I'm getting notifications. Yeah. Um, I'm really distracted now. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about this though, and he said, yeah, and I said, well, I've done video intros before. I can probably throw something together. And he goes, oh yeah, sure. No, and let's be really clear here. He's paying me to do this, and he just paid me. Actually, that was what the notification was. He bought me a gift on Steam, so I am totally down for that. That's a really cool. I'm gonna thank him really quick. But yeah. So he's paid me now. So this was a commission thing, and I'm really happy to do this for them. And generally speaking, I'm pretty happy to do this in general if people. But so we were talking about this, and I said, yeah, I'll do it. And he goes, oh yeah, that'd be really cool. Thanks so much and stuff. And I said, yeah, sure, no problem. And we were talking, and I asked him what his girlfriend's favorite games were, and he mentioned a few titles, and I said, okay, how about I do a name selection screen inspired by these games, and that'll be the introduction or whatever to for the channel, and he said that was really cool and stuff, and I said, okay, yeah, let's do that. So what I did really was I did a basically this. This is inspired by BioWare's character selection name thing from the first Mass Effect, and it's custom, but it's heavily inspired by that. A lot of the elements are very similar to the original. In fact, even traced over half of the time with with better colors to fit my resolution and whatever. So this is the background element that I'm using, and so I took that, and then I made a Flash using Flash Professional for the Adobe Creative Cloud suite. I made a Flash movie under it where it would have a cursor, and the cursor would be set to as its own element with its own name, and I named it something like cursor, and I named it cursor, and gave it the play function because it's a movie clip. So whatever, movie clip function play, blah 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 blah. And so this cursor would animate through this whole, I guess, turning over effect, where it would spin, and it would spin around, around, and around. And I thought that was very cool, so I just set that to play throughout the duration of the Flash movie. And then I believe it's this project. Yes, it's definitely this project. So then, let's show you. I put it over a black background like this, and it looks like this. So that's all done in Adobe Flash, and that was what I exported as a QuickTime movie.mov and saved to my desktop. And so what I did here was use Adobe Media Encoder to, instead of using QuickTime, I encoded it as an MP4 with a high bit rate. But you can see like the cursor actually animates as we go frame by frame and spins over and over and over and over and over. And it's so quick that you wouldn't really notice it too much, but you know, it's a nice effect. And frame by frame, I was moving the cursor to where I needed it to go. Luckily, it's based on like video games, so I didn't need to animate each frame of the cursor moving over. Thank God. So that saved me some time. And then for every time it moved, I played a sound effect, and every time a new letter appeared in an input field, I played another sound effect. And the idea was to represent that whole select characters for a name. And so what I ended up doing was using Legend of Zelda sound effects from their character menus and stuff. And I thought of using Ocarina at times, but it was just so obvious and so freaking overly fucking recognizable that it just wouldn't work. So I used Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword sound effects, as well as the shield reflection sound as the cursor moving sound from the first game, the Legend of Zelda on NES. So that was my trickery here to make it sound like its own thing, but it's really just some ripped audio from a game, unfortunately. And so what we ended up doing was, as you can see, I put it over that image from beforehand in Premiere, and so it's playing over that. And so it looks like the cursor is selecting each letter and moving over it, and playing sound as it hits each one. And then over here, I made a title that's kind of dark to make this screen effect, and then I put the Mass Effect... No, I put the Dragon Age logo, because that's another game she likes, over here to show it's loading into the game. And it's not the logo for Dragon Age, it's the loading symbol from the first game, and whatever. It's not a big deal. Anyway, so this is a sub sequence. So I took the sub sequence, then put it into the main sequence, and shortened. I sped it up to 127%. So now it plays like this. And the idea behind that is, it's under 5 seconds. It's not going to annoy anyone, you know, and it's relatively cute. There's a quick blip sound right around here. Right there, that sound. That's because I do a double M here, and then it's like a deletion. So it actually does iterate over the backspace for a moment before continuing on. But it's so fast that no one's going to notice it. So it was just me being cheeky and hoping that someone would see my cleverness. And it's so fast no one's going to see it. So if you look, it's really fast, and then it goes on. But it's so fast it doesn't matter. Yeah. And so this is the final version of it. And this will be on her channel in the end. But I thought I would just talk about it before I delete these project files off of my computer before we're moving on to something else, I guess, is to say the real thing here, because I don't want these files on my computer forever. Yeah. So her gaming channel is GutenGamen's, as you saw, and I think that's a hilariously great channel name for a Let's Play channel. So I hope that you enjoy. I believe she's playing Undertale right now, so I think that's the name. I know it's the Earthbound related RPG thing that was done by a bunch of indie people. It's really supposed to be really good, and I really like what it looks like. So but I'm probably never gonna play it myself. Anyway, so I hope you all enjoyed that talk about what I'm doing, what I'm working on, and all that. And I hope you all subscribe to her new endeavor, and don't subscribe to me because I am really bad at what I do. But I hope that you enjoyed. Thanks. Bye.